Okay, my name is Shani. I'm rOpenSci Community Manager. I'm going to show you today how we organize community calls using GitHub. And I have the lucky to show a lot of the work that Stephanie, who is here, already set up and did. So it is amazing to be able to show the work of someone. You are so fun. So the first, allow me to tell you a little bit about rOpenSci. We are an art user and art developers community of practice. We are a nonprofit organization. Our goal is to foster a culture that values open and reproducible research using shared data and reproducible software for everyone, built by everyone. And I say this as a Latin American woman who are speaking today from Argentina in South America. How we do that? Well, we do it by creating technical and social infrastructure. As the draw wants to show you, we use GitHub for do a lot of these activities. So for example, we create a suite of careful bet federate our software tool. So we use GitHub for our software, for doing the version control, and also for doing the peer review in a transparent and open way, using issues, for example. We also made the rate data, tools, and best practices more discoverable. And we have infrastructure that is called our universe that also use GitHub and brings together all the R packages that are around the world using automate activities, build, create documentation, and create a way to search for those packages. We also nurturing a welcoming and diverse community. So one of the examples that we use GitHub for that is for our translation and localization effort. So we use pull request on GitHub. That is, we are going to talk about that terminology. And we use the review characteristic of GitHub to check our translation and localization. We also build capacity of software users and developers and fostering a sense of pride in their work. And we promote advocacy for a culture of data sharing and reusable software. And we also do that with all these other activities, but for example, creating and publishing content. And we also use GitHub for that. Our website is on GitHub and is built by GitHub. We create our newsletter there, and we even have a system that we create issues, and those issues will be composed on Mastodon, for example. And we also organize and track activities. So I see that someone wants to know about project. Well, we use project for organize our blog posts in ideas, in blog posts that are going on right now. We are working. And today I'm going to try to show how we organize events, our community calls. So our rOpenSci community calls are quarterly 1-hour online events. It has between 2 and 5 technical and social topics, bring different stakeholders and perspective to light, identify and meet needs on the topics, reinforcing the mission and values. And since I'm the rOpenSci community manager since last year, the one that I organize, we have the people who attend are our users and developers. We have between 21 to 91 people that come to the community call from 11 to 15 countries. And they come from academia, government, industry, and nonprofit sector. That is our audience. So I'm going to show you 2 points of view, our members' point of view and a community manager point of view. So if you are a member of rOpenSci, how do you find about what will happen? So we have our web page where we list our community call. We also have the links to where you can give us an idea. So you see here our next sessions, and here you can check the community calls that we already have. When you click in one of them, you can access to the video with subtitles, the information of the speakers, and the links to all the resources that were shared during the community call, including the shared docs, the shared note that have a transcript of the video. So if you remember, how do you find out what is going to happen? Well, I already show you that you can see next the next community call, but we also have an event list. And that is a calendar that you can add to your own calendar. And here we list all the events we are going to be, or we are going to organize, including community calls. And then the most interesting part, how you can give us ideas or contribute to what will happen. And this is one of the things we do with an open repository, the one that Emily showed you on the example. So here, members of rOpenSci can come and create an issue or comment on an issue that already exists to propose topics. One of the things that is very useful for us is to see how many comments the topic has, because it shows an interest in people. If you link in one of these issues, you can see who is the person who proposed this topic and a description of the community call. And then you are going to see a lot of people interacting. If we are lucky and the topic is something that people will like to see, we see a lot of emoji reacting to the topic. And one of the things that I want to show you at the end of this topic in particular is that because of COVID, community call stopped, and we are restarting again to have this event. So one of the things that we asked for people in our newsletter is to come again and tell us what you would like to see. So we have this member that restart the discussion on this topic, and then we decide to have this community call next month in October. The other things that I want to show you is that for creating a new issue, you will propose a topic. And one of the things really nice is that you can create a template. For example, this one, if you click in Get Started, that will provide some scaffolding on how your member should give information about the community code they would like to discuss. So this helps a lot to direct and focus in the kind of information we need to organize a community call. Okay. Now, that is the point of view of the rOpenSci member. What is the point of view of the community manager? Well, we use GitHub for two activities: crowdsourcing of ideas, the one that I already showed you, and then to manage the process through issues and issues template. And the issues template, in the case of my work, I use it as a checklist to don't forget anything that I have to do to have a very good and nice community call. So this one I'm using a private repo. I will show you how that looks. This is in another organization, and you see the candado. Okay, this figure here, that means that is private. And we have here different types of events, but for example, we use the labels. I'm going to filter the labels to see only community calls. And here are all the community calls that I'm working on. And if we click in one of those, we can see the different lists of things that I should do. Again, one of the nice things is that we can have templates. Let me see. We have templates to show how to that create already all the checklists that I have to do. And in this button, we can edit the templates that we have. So for example, here is the call one with all the lists. And one of the things that is also nice is that you can be improving that template for working. So for example, one of the things that I did is to add all the links to all the examples for the Google Share Doc, the slides, the intro script, and everything is here. So it's really easy for me to find everything that I have and to have it in one place. The list of places where I have to spread the word about. And for example, for the video, this in the beginning, this has 2 check box, and now it has all this information, so I don't forget anything to do it right. So why GitHub? Well, in our case, because we meet our members where they are. Our members are developers, software developers, or software art users. They usually are already using some kind of Git. Can be not GitHub, but some kind of this tool. And GitHub allow us to have different levels of notification, like email or Slack integration. It is transparent and open if you use it in a public repo. No need for onboarding, almost, or a very good first contribution using the platform. Because if you are going to become a developer of software, at some point you need to learn how to use Git and GitHub. And it's screen reader friendly. Okay, that's it. I hope that I comply with my time.